Fans, welcome once again inside the Spurlock Center on the beautiful campus of Franklin College in Franklin, Indiana. We're back here for some non-conference basketball as your Franklin College Grizzlies take on the visiting Berea. Welcome once again to Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. My name is Brandon Barger, and I'll be with you once again tonight as we watch the Grizzlies coming back home again to the Spurlock Center for the first time since coming off a two-game road streak. Well, they won both games after their last attempt was a loss in conference basketball to the Defiance Yellow Jackets. In that game, Franklin was led by Ty Wright, who had 15 points, and Matt Krause also contributing 15 rebounds in that loss to the Yellow Jackets at home. But after that game stopped at a three-game win streak. But then they went on the road, and on the road they had more success, beating Spalding 64-55 and beating Manchester 76-65. Franklin this year is currently 5 for 6 on the road, as their only loss on the road so far this season came at Bellarmine, which was a D1 versus D3 exhibition game. Those road games consisted of an 89-79 win against Aurora, 75-64 victory at Center, a 92-91 overtime thriller against Transylvania, and then the aforementioned Spalding and Manchester games. Meanwhile, at home, Franklin has not been lucky. Both their losses this season have come at home, losing by 10 to Otterbein, and then the 62-59 loss to Defiance. So Franklin looking to right the ship here at home against Berea. In their last game, they played against Manchester. Ty Wright led the team with 20 points. He was 8 for 13 from the field with 3 triples. With a sophomore on the floor that night, the Grizzlies were a plus 23 in score margin. Wiggins set a new career high with 18 points, getting on 8 for 13 field goals, and Matt Krause added 14 points with 4 3-pointers, and Cody Samples had a career high 12 points, all coming from a perfect 12 for 12 performance at the stripe. Samples also led the team with 4 assists. Carter Crowe reached double digits in rebounds for the first time in his career, pulling down a game-high 11 boards. Franklin finished 41-34 in the rebounding battle. Freshman Reggie McDonald made his first career start on Saturday, finishing with 4 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists in almost 26 minutes of action. And freshman Trey Flatt played a season-high 23 minutes and 42 seconds in his reserve role for the Grizzlies. Meanwhile, for the visiting Mountaineers of Berea, in their last game, it was a loss to Earlham. They lost 86-65. And in that game, Trey Minter led the team with 29 points. He outscored everyone on his team by quite a bit, as the next closest two were Drake Miller and Jarrell Montgomery, who both had 8 points in that game. Trey Minter, who will be starting tonight for the Mountaineers, played 31 minutes in that game, went 11 for 18 from the field goals, 2 for 4 from beyond the arc, and 5 for 7 from the stripe. He had 2 defensive rebounds, 2 fouls, 2 assists, and 1 steal. So look for him to be a force for the Mountaineers. Mountaineers are coming into this game going 4 for 6 right now in the season, while the Grizzlies are 5 for 2. So now on to the keys of the game. First key of the game, feed Matt Krause. Matt Krause earned his second career HCAC Player of the Week award in those 2 road wins. In those games, he averaged 18.5 points and 7.5 rebounds per contest, knocking down 65% of his field goals and 75% of his three-pointers. In that opening contest against Spalding, he had a season-high 23 points and 11 rebounds, getting a double-double in that game. He's averaging 14.4 points a game and 9.1 rebounds per game through the 7 contests the Grizzlies have played, and is shooting 50.6% from the field, 47.4% from behind the three-point line, and 75% from the stripe. The first time that Krause earned that honor of being HCAC Player of the Week, he got it in November 18th of 2019. He's the second Grizzly this year to capture that award behind Ty Wright. So, key number 1, get Matt Krause involved early and often. Key number 2, stop Trey Minter. Trey Minter so far this season has been averaging 18.5 points a game. He's shooting 41.1% in the field goals. He's been averaging 22.2% from the three-point line and 83.7% from the free throw line. He's had averaging 3.6 rebounds a game, 2.3 assists per game, and 1.6 steals a game. His highest point total so far this season came in a game at Campbellsville, Harrodsburg. That was a 76-86 loss for the Mountaineers, but Minter scored 34. So far this season, in order of the games he's played, he scored 22, 17, 3, 11, 15, 18, 34, and 28 points. So he's trying to be a big target for the Mountaineers. And thirdly, it's a key for every game, win the rebounding battle. Franklin does well in win the rebounding battle, so watch for Matt Krause to be a huge part of that as well as the two other forwards for the team, Ty Wright and Ryan Wiggins. We will take we'll actually get on to, as we get close to start time, we will take a short break here as we will head to PA announcer Steve McClure, who will do the national anthem as well as starting lineups, and we will go through the starting lineups ourselves once again before tip-off. So once again, you're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hero Automotive Group. We are 6.6 seconds away from Franklin College taking on the visiting Mountaineers of Berea. back here once again on Grizz TV, brought to you here on the group. Thanks once again to Steve McClure for the announcing of the national anthem as well as the starting lineup. So we'll go through them real quick ourselves. On the floor for the Mountaineers and Coach John Hemingway's team. He's his 12th season with the team. He has a 5'11 senior guard from Richmond, Kentucky, number 3, Tariq Miller. Also at the guard positions is a 5'10 freshman from Louisville, Kentucky, number 4, Trey Mentor, and the dangerous player of the team, as well as a 6'3 junior guard from Blackie, Kentucky, number 5, Isaac Cotto. Also at the 4 guard is a 5'11 freshman from Bardstown, Kentucky, number 14, Jarrell Montgomery. And the long 4 position for the Mountaineers is 6'7 sophomore from Whitesburg, Kentucky, number 40, Tyler Boggs. Meanwhile, on the court for the Grizzlies, we have number 10, Mitchell Marr, the 6'1 freshman from Avon, Indiana, as well as the 6'6 sophomore forward from Mooresville, Indiana, number 24, Ty Wright. The 6'6 junior from Brownsburg, Indiana, number 31, Ryan Wiggins. The 6'5 senior from West Lafayette, Indiana, number 40, Matt Krause, as well as the 6'4 sophomore from Louisville, Kentucky, number 22, Logan Hudgens. Berea out early in the lead with a field goal there. That shot was made by Isaac Cotto, his first bucket of the game. Berea gets the ball back off the turnover. Now they're on the offense. Looks like it's Mentor with it right now. He'll go from left now to the top of the key. Mentor crossed the legs, guarded there by Wright. Like that is Montgomery. Montgomery driving, slips there, lose the ball, and it's picked up there by Hudgens. Hudgens gives it over to Omar, who will go for the 2-pointer and will lose it there as the ball rolls, almost goes out of bounds. Picked back up by the Mountaineers, and that looks like it is Montgomery. Montgomery now left side. He'll think about the 3. He'll go over to Cotto. Cotto shoots away off the rim, rebounded there by Ty Wright. Wright now, he'll go over to O'Mara. Omar now with it. He'll be at the top, guarded by Menti. He'll go to the HCAC Player of the Week, Matt Krause, who then will go inside to Wiggins. Wiggins back out to Hudgens. He'll go to Ty Wright, back to Hudgens for 3. And he sinks it there for the first bucket of the game for the Grizzlies and give them the lead with 18-17 to go here in the first half. Tariq Miller, he'll go back over to Menti. Now they'll go inside for Montgomery. Montgomery drives in, shoots. There will be no shot there as he's fouled there by Ryan Wiggins. That'll be his first and the team's first. Franklin wearing their blue uniforms tonight at home, while visiting Mountaineers wearing the whites. Pause, here's a shot. Clock is getting reset to 23 seconds. Mentor now is 8. He'll go far side to Montgomery. Montgomery now to the right side, guarded there by Higgins. He'll now go to Cotto. Cotto goes over to Miller. Miller, right side, goes back to Cotto. Over to Montgomery. Montgomery drives in, backs up. Goes over to Mentor. Mentor back over now to Miller. 6 seconds, shots away. In and out of the rim, rebounded there by Wiggins. Wiggins now goes to Amara. Amara drives the ball to the right, to Franklin's right side. Goes back over to Matt Krause. Krause off the key. He'll go back to Amara. Amara directing the offense. Goes to the right side. Drives in. Backs out. Looking for Krause. He'll go and go back to Amara. Now over to Wiggins. Over to Ty Wright. Ty Wright bounces once through the legs. Keeps going. Now stays left side. He'll go over to Wiggins. Wiggins backs up his defender. Spins around. Loses the ball there. Stolen there by Montgomery after it was knocked away by Tariq Miller. Trey Mentor now that he'll go back on to Cotto, who shoots the 3, and he'll make it there as Omar was all in his face. 5-3 now for the Mountaineers with 17:08 to go in the first half. Jamar goes now over to Matt Krause. He'll go inside to Wiggins. Wiggins with it now at the top. He'll go over to Ty Wright on the far outside. Inside for Wiggins. Stolen there once again by Jarrell Montgomery on the fast break. Guarded by Wright, and he'll toss back up to Tariq Miller, who shoots the 3 and makes it, and extends the Mountaineers' lead to 5. Coach Leibowitz looking to get one of his younger players in the game. It looks like it might be Reggie McDonald, the 5'8 freshman from Perry Meridian, as well as the 6'7 freshman from Union, Kentucky, Jacob Deere. Tariq Miller now on it. He'll go out to Jarrell Montgomery. Now over to Cottle, over to Minter. Minter for a long three. Off the rim, rebound there by Matt Krause. Krause now goes to Mitch O'Mara. O'Mara now goes to the left side. He'll back up. Looking for a screen from Matt Krause as he directs Krause. Krause now goes over to Ty Wright. Ty Wright with someone in his face, shoots a three, and he makes it there for the Grizzlies. That will cut it down now to a 2-point lead for the Mountaineers. Montgomery now with it, guarded there by Higgins, and now he'll go over to Tariq Miller. Now over to Minter. Minter looking for Montgomery, he'll get to him. Now over to Cottle. Back out to Miller for three. Off the rim, rebound there by Ty Wright. Wright now goes to Mitch O'Mara. O'Mara drives the ball down the court on the fast break. Backs up, looks for Matt Krause, goes inside for Wiggins. Ryan Wentz spins left, goes right, shoots away, and it's good to tie it back up with 15:28 to go. Now Jarrell Montgomery will now bring the ball across half court on the right side. He'll go over there to Boggs. Now over to, it looks like Tariq Miller. Drives in, he's looking for Cottle, shots away there by Boggs, and will roll around the rim and go in to give him his first points of the game, and the Mountaineer lead back. O'Mara goes to Matt Krause, who goes over to Ty Wright on the far left side. Wright gets a screen from Krause, backs up, and will pick up a charge as he pushed off there, but it looked like Isaac Cottle. Subs now coming on for both teams. We'll start first with the Mountaineers, as Ty will pick up his first foul of the game, team second, and we will have a timeout instead. So we will be taking the break with the officials and the teams. With 4:58 left to go in the first half, our score is Berea 10, Franklin 8. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. And welcome back once again to Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. It's 10-8 right now for the Mountaineers. We have subs on the court for both teams. First up for the Mountaineers, it looks like Hayden Twiggs, a 6'4 freshman from Blue Ridge, Georgia, is on the court, as well as Gavion Hudson, the 6-foot sophomore from Louisville, Kentucky, and Aaron Leak, the 5'10 freshman from Georgetown, Kentucky. Meanwhile, for your Grizzlies, it's the first appearance of Reggie McDonald, the 5'8 freshman from Perry Meridian, as well as the 6'7 forward from Union, Kentucky, the 34 Jacob Deere. They came in for Matt Krause, as well as Matt Krause and Logan Hudgens were the two players that came off for Franklin. So Franklin, after getting the ball goes out of bounds there, they will now get a set piece coming out of the out of bounds area underneath their own basket. And O'Mara will inbound it for the Grizzlies. He'll go to Ty Wright. Ty Wright looking for a jumper. He'll go inside to Deere. Deere steps back, shoots off the rim, rebounded there by Caden Twiggs. Twiggs goes over to Hudson. Hudson drives down on the right side. Hudson now backs up. Goes over to Cottle. Cottle now looking for options. He'll go over to Leak. Leak drives in, guard there by McDonald. Goes back to Hudson, gets the screen there from Twiggs. Hudson drives outside, looks for the jumper. Shots away, no good. Rebounded there by Ty Wright. Ty Wright now goes to Mitch O'Mara. 14-10 left to go in the first half. O'Mara looking for options. He'll think about going to Ty Wright, and will go to Ty Wright. Wright now goes with McDonald. McDonald drives backs around this corner. He'll go to Deere. Now back over to O'Mara. Gets the screen from Deere. Looking for the pick and roll. Goes inside to Deere. Jacob Deere goes back to O'Mara. O'Mara now goes right. Now goes left. Drives in. Shots away. And it's good there by Mitch O'Mara. Tying the game back up at 10 with 13:44 left to go. Trey Minter now with the ball. He's guarded there by Ty Wright. Ty Wright having the hard job of guarding Minter. And there will be a foul there as Ty Wright picks up his second foul of the game and the team's third as Matt Krause checks into the game for Wright. Wright not happy with already picking up his two fouls in the first half as Minter will inbound it for the Mountaineers. Minter goes long to Hudson. Hudson going to get a screen here. He'll go over to Minter. Minter now with the ball on the right side. Minter drives in, guarded there by Hudgens, and he makes it there for his first basket of the game. As Matt Krause will now pass it over to Reggie McDonald. McDonald with the ball now at the top. Goes inside for Deere, now over to Hudgens. Hudgens goes inside to Deere. Deere steps back, spins around, shots away, and it's good! 12-12 now with under 13 to go in the first half. Minter now with the ball. He will bring the ball across half court. Now goes to the right side. He now goes over to Twiggs. Twiggs over to Hudson. Back over to Cottle. Cottle now to Minter. Guarded there by Hudgens. Minter shots away. In and out. Rebound there by Matt Krause, who immediately handed off to McDonald. McDonald drives in. Backs up. Slows down once again. Now he'll go back up to the top of the key to reset the offense. Goes over to Matt Krause to his right. Krause inside to Deere. Deere over to Hudgens. Hudgens now over to O'Mara. Back to Hudgens. Now O'Mara will take it with 10 seconds on the shot clock. O'Mara gets a screen from Krause. Backs up, goes to Krause. Krause for three. And it's good there for the HCAC Player of the Week, Matt Krause. And that will give the Grizzlies their first lead of the game, 15-12. Minter now with the ball across half court. He'll go over to Hudson. McDonald thought about steal, drives in, now kicks back out over to Twiggs. Twiggs' shot is away, and out the rim, rebounded there by McDonald. McDonald now drives the ball across half court. Goes over to Krause for another three, and it's good! Make that 2 for 2 within the last minute for Matt Krause. Minter drives in, will be fouled, and that foul will come in courtesy of Logan Hudgens, and that should be his first foul of the game as we will be taking another timeout here with 11:41 to go. So we'll also be taking the timeout with the teams. With, again, 11:41 to go in the first half. It is 18-12 in favor of the Grizzlies after Matt Krause goes 2 for 2 in the last minute from beyond the arc. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. And welcome back once again to Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. It will be an inbound for the Mountaineers as they are now down 6 points to the Grizzlies after Matt Krause went off 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Inbound there to Jarrell Montgomery. He'll now kick over to Kavion Hudson. Hudson from middle will go left. He'll go over to Tariq Miller. Miller back over to Hudson, who now goes right and goes over to Montgomery. Montgomery drives in, backs out over to Trey Minter, who then goes back to Hudson. Hudson steps back to Minter. On the right side, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Shots away from Minter. In and out, rebounded there by Carter Crow, who makes his first appearance tonight for the Grizzlies. As well as the first appearance by Cody Samples, the 6'1 freshman from Versailles, Indiana, and South Ripley High School. And Samples will go over to McDonald, who gets a screen there from Deere. Back over to Samples. Samples now to Krause on the far right side. Samples, back to McDonald, now going left to Crow. Crow is over Deer, and there will be a foul, as that foul will be going on Tariq Miller, his first, team's first. Sub-checking into the game now for the Grizzlies, it's the return of the 6'6 junior from Brownsburg, number 31, Ryan Wiggins. He's coming in for Jacob Deer. Inbound here by McDonald, he's looking for Krause, he might go to Crow. He goes to Crow for three. And he makes it there. That would be a 2-point jumper instead of a three. 2 points there for Carter Crow. But that will extend the Grizzlies' lead to 20-12. Spencer now at the ball. He'll spin around and will be fouled there. It looks like it's going to be on Wiggins. That's his second of the game, and a quick return for Jacob Deer back to the court for the Grizzlies in place of Wiggins. Wiggins and Ty Wright both with 2 fouls so far in this game, putting them in some early foul trouble for the Grizzlies. Montgomery goes now outside to, looks like, Tariq Miller. Back to Montgomery. Montgomery goes left, back to Miller. Miller back outside to Spencer. Spencer shots away, off the rim, and rebound there by Carter Crow. Crow goes over to McDonald. McDonald now drives left side. McDonald backs up. Getting ready to set the offense up, looking for a screen from Krause. He'll go to Crow. Crow gets blocked on the pass attempt to Deer. Drives in, goes far side to Spencer for three. Off the rim, rebounded there by Thomas Spencer. Sample's shot was no good there. Montgomery now, he'll go over to Tariq Miller. Tariq Miller drives in, backs out to Kavion Hudson. Kavion Hudson for three. In and out, rebound there by McDonald. McDonald now with the ball. He's looking for options, has Samples to his right, and he will go to Samples. Samples is a screen from Krause, drives in, backs up, goes over to Krause, who thought about the three, drives in, shots away, blocked there though by Spencer, and he will go out of play and will stay in position of the Grizzlies as Spencer has the block. Ty Wright checking back into the game for the Grizzlies. He'll take the place of Reggie McDonald, as well as the return of Tyler Boggs for Thomas Spencer on the Mountaineers side. 9:46 to go here in the first half. Inbound there by Samples. He'll go to Krause, who goes inside for Deer. Deer gets stolen away there by Tariq Miller. Miller on the drive. He'll go over to Hudson, who almost was blocked there by Krause, but will make it and score Berea's first points since around the 13-minute mark. Carter Crow, he'll go back over to Samples. Samples out to Krause. Inside for Deer. Deer to Ty Wright. Wright to Crow. On the left side, back over to Ty Wright, who thought about the three first times, gets the screen from Deer. Back out to Deer. Now over to Samples. 9 seconds on shot clock. Samples drives in outside to Crow for three. And it's good! 23-14 now for the Grizzlies with 9:04 to go in the first half. Montgomery now goes out to Hudson. Hudson to Miller. Miller up to Trey Mentor, the very dangerous player, scoring most of the points in Berea's last game they played in their loss to Earlham. Rebound there by Ty Wright after Mentor goes for the layup. And Wright will bring the ball across half court. Guard by Montgomery, he'll go to Crow for three again. And it's good once again for Carter Crow. 8:38 now to go in the first half, and Franklin up 26-14. Tariq Miller will have the ball. He'll go over to Kavion Hudson. Back to Miller. Over to Mentor. Mentor has Montgomery on the far side. He'll go to Montgomery. Montgomery thought about it there. Will drive in, but will be called on the traveling call. As he took the extra step. Now subs coming in for Berea. It will be Isaac Cottle and Thomas Spencer coming in for Jarrell Montgomery and Kavion Hudson. Matt Krause to inbound to Samples. Samples now goes to the left side across half court. Now directing the Grizzlies offense with 8:13 to go and 21 seconds on the shot clock. Goes over to Ty Wright, back to Samples. Now inside for Deer. Deer looking for a far side. He'll go in though for Crow, who will be fouled and will go to the line. As that foul will be on Trey Mentor, his first. Carter Crow now on his first trip to the line. Right now, Crow is 3 for 3 from inside the paint and 2 for 2 from beyond the arc, and he's had 2 rebounds and leads the team in scoring with 8 points. First shot's away, and it's good. Second highest scorer so far in the game for the Grizzlies is Matt Krause. He's 2 for 3 from inside, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. As Carter Crowe makes that a perfect trip to the stripe in his first attempt. Tariq Miller now goes over to, looks like Isaac Cottle. Cottle now out to Spencer. Spencer to Miller. Miller for a long three. And it's in and out, rebounded there by Crowe. Crowe now goes over to Samples, who goes far side to Ty Wright. Ty Wright for three, and it's good! 31-14 now in favor of the Grizzlies, 7:35 to go in the first half. Minter now drives inside, Crowley for the steal. Shot's good there, and it will cut into the Grizzlies' lead, but not by much. Samples now with on the right side. Looks like Mitch Omar will be coming back into the game. Crowe drives in, back, looking for back and out. He'll go over to Samples. Samples drives right, goes left. Now inside for Deere. Deere, thinking about taking the shot there, spins around, shots away, no good. Rebound there by Samples, though. And he'll back out from beyond the line. He goes to Matt Krause for three again. Off the rim, rebounded there by Isaac Cottle. Now he'll go over to Tariq Miller, who drives on the fast break. Miller, guarded by Samples, will be fouled and will pick up the and one. That will be Samples' first foul of the contest. And we have a timeout on the floor once again. So let's go over some first half stats right now. Franklin, 11 for 18 from inside. They're shooting at 61.1%. 7 of 9 from beyond the arc, shooting 77.8, and perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Berea, meanwhile, 8 for 21 from inside. They're shooting at 38.1%. 2 for 9 from beyond the arc, shooting 22.2%, and 0 for 0 from the stripe, as they have not had an attempt yet from that location. Franklin with 6 turnovers, 2 points off the turnovers, 15 total rebounds, 3 offensive, 12 defensive, 9 assists, 1 steal, and 6 fouls. For the Mountaineers, 3 turnovers with 8 points off of the turnover. 5 total rebounds, 4 defensive, 1 offensive, 5 assists, 2 blocks, 4 steals, and 2 fouls. Franklin bench outscoring the Mountaineer bench 12-2. Teams are tied with points in the paint, but Berea with a 1-point advantage on the fast break. Leading the Mountaineers in scoring right now is Tariq Miller. He has 5 points so far in this game. He is 2 for 5 from the inside, 1 for 4 from beyond the arc, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and both the fouls for the Mountaineers. As well as Isaac Cottle with 5. He's 2 for 4 from inside, 1 for 2 from beyond the arc, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Measure Erder, Carter Crowe. Right now he's 3 for 3 from inside, 2 for 2 from outside, and 2 for 2 from the stripe with 3 rebounds. Ty Wright, 2 for 2 and 2 for 2 from inside and outside with 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 fouls for 6 points, as well as Matt Krause also with 6 points. So Tariq Miller now at the line for the Mountaineers to cut into this Franklin lead. Make it now a 12-point game in favor of the Grizzlies. As sub on, Gavion Hudson now on for Miller. Right down the full court. Krause will inbound it to Reggie McDonald, who's returned to the court. McDonald slows down as he's guarded there by Hudson. Gets across 23 seconds on the shot clock. McDonald now over to Carter Crowe. Crowe to Samples. Samples gets a screen from Crowe and goes to Krause. Krause now over to Mitch Omar, who's back on the floor. Omar to Crowe. To McDonald, 9 seconds on the shot clock. McDonald back to Crowe. Crowe drives inside, shots away, and it's no good. Rebounded there by Hudson, ending Crowe's perfect streak from shooting. Spencer now, he'll go over to Hudson, not over to Minter. Minter, far side, 18 to go. Minter back over to Hudson. Hudson now to Cottle. Cottle drives in, backs out to Hudson. Looking for Minter, he'll get there to Minter, who's guarded by Reggie McDonald. Minter steps back, McDonald looking for a steal, gets in close. Minter comes back, 6 on the shot clock. Minter drives in, shots away, and it's no good. Rebounded there by Matt Krause, who has to hold on to there as he's being threatened by Tyler Boggs. Samples now with it, he'll go left side, back over to Matt Krause, who thought about the 3, drives in, and will pick up the fouls. He was looking for the dunk, and he will now go to the line, as that foul will be on Thomas Spencer, his first. So Matt Krause now at the line for the Grizzlies. Sets up for his first shot. And first one's good. 13-point lead now for the Grizzlies. As Samples is coming out in favor of Logan Hudgens, as well as it looks like Caden Twiggs for Thomas Spencer. Krause now sets up for his second shot. Shot is away, and it's good there. 33-19 now with 5:47 to go. Davion Hudson with it. He'll bring the ball slowly up the court and past half court. Hudson goes over to Minter. Now over to Boggs. Boggs now to Cotto. Cotto goes over to Hudson. Hudson has Minter right. He will go to Minter. Now Minter has the screen there from Boggs. Drives in, goes for Boggs. Cross up and down. Boggs misses it there. Goes out, and it will be Franklin Ball as it last one off the hands of Caden Twiggs. Crow to inbound it here. He will go to Mitch O'Mara. O'Mara kind of loses there for a second, but he will keep going. Now he's across half court with 24 seconds on the shot clock. O'Mara drives in, goes out to Hudgens for three, and he makes it there. Logan Hudgens, his first three of the night. Hudson now drives in, blocked there by Crow, and Crow picks up the rebound off the shot. Now he goes to Mitch O'Mara, who's got a guarded there by Twiggs. O'Mara has a wide open Crow. He'll drive in, shots away, and it's good there. 19-point game now for the Grizzlies as a timeout is taken by, looks like Berea. It will be a 30-second timeout. So we will take the 30-second break with them with 4:49 to go. Franklin leads 38-19. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. And welcome back once again inside the Spurlock Center. Teams are back from the timeout. It will be Berea ball with 4:49 to go. Down 19. Inbound there will go to Twiggs, and he'll go quickly to Minter. Minter now goes right side across half court. He'll go over to Tariq Miller. But there will be a foul there, as it'll be picked up by Minter on the charge. So position changes hands, and Carter Crow will inbound it for the Grizzlies. He'll go over to Mitch O'Mara off the whistle. O'Mara now at the ball. He'll come slowly up the court, now over half court. Now speeds things up, gets the screen from Crow. Drives in, shots away, and it's good! Now a 21-point lead for the Grizzlies with 4:25 to go. Miller goes over to Cottle. Cottle drives in back over to Miller for three. Off the rim, rebounded there by McDonald. Reggie McDonald now brings the ball quickly across on the pass break. Carter Crow backs up to Matt Krause. Matt Krause fakes at the shot. Shots away now. That will be fouled there by Cottle. So that'll be Cottle's first foul. Will send Krause back to the line. Krause right now 2 for 2 from the stripe. This is his second trip. First shot, shots away, and it's good. Make him 3 for 3 from the stripe now. 41-19. Krause now once again steps up for his second attempt on this trip. Shots away, and it's good as well. Make that 4 for 4 for Krause from the line. 4:08 to go. Tariq Miller with it. Miller brings the ball across half court. He'll go right side now over to Twiggs, who now goes over to Hudson. Cottle shots away for three. In and out, rebounded there by O'Mara. O'Mara now on the fast break. He'll go left side, stays left side, spins around, goes out to Matt Krause. Krause looks for options. He'll go to McDonald on his left. McDonald now gets a partial screen from Krause. Carter Crowe, he'll go over to Hudgens. Hudgens now over to Krause on the top. Now over to McDonald with 11 seconds on the shot clock. McDonald backs up, resets for the 8-second play. Krause gives the screen, shots away, no good. Rebounded there by Kavion Hudson. Hudson now has it on the far right side. He'll go fast, now slows down for the jumper. Off the rim, rebounded by Krause. Krause now goes to O'Mara. O'Mara guarded by Minter. 34 seconds on the shot clock, 3:10 in game time. O'Mara almost lost it there as his Twiggs reached in and poked it away from him. But he's over. Now he'll drive in, shots away, blocked there by Twiggs, and it will stay in favor of the Grizzlies as Twiggs was last to touch it. Timeout now once again on the floor. We will take the break with them as well with 2:58 to go in the first half. Our scores, Franklin 42, Berea 19. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubler Automotive Group. And welcome back once again to Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubler Automotive Group. Out of the timeout, it is 42-19 in favor of the Grizzlies with 2:58 to go in the first half. As we're on a set piece here for the Grizzlies, it will be McDonald to inbound it underneath the Berea goal. McDonald looks for options. He will go to Crowe. Crowe now right side, drives in, spins around, looks for a shot, backs out to McDonald. McDonald now drives in himself, spins around, shots away, rebound by Krause, and it will go in as the ball is out of his hands before the shot clock went off. Cotto now at the ball, he'll come across half court, he'll be guarded there by Hudgens. Now over to Miller. Montgomery now at the top, he'll go inside for Spencer, who spins around again, guarded by Krause. Now back out to Montgomery for three. He goes to the rim, rebounded there by Hudgens. As it looks like Jarrell Montgomery will pick up a flop warning as he went down off the shot, while McDonald was nowhere near him. Krause inbounding now to O'Mara. 2:19 to go in the first half. O'Mara now with it. He'll be guarded there by Hudson. Goes over to Krause. Krause looking for options. He'll go to Crowe. Crowe just a bit inside the line. He'll go back out to Hudgens, over to McDonald. McDonald guarded there. Will go over to Hudgens for three. Off the rim, rebounded by Matt Krause. Matt Krause now will bring back out 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. Owed to O'Mara. O'Mara goes left for the jumper. In and out, rebounded there by Spencer. Spencer now goes over to Hudson. He's on the fast break. Hudson goes left, walks in. Tipped there by McDonald. Get back a hold of it. Hudson shots away, and it's good that time for Berea. 44-21. Franklin's a 22-point lead. 23-point lead. 1:36 to go in the first half. Crowe. Look at the screen from Krause. Now he'll go left side. Looks for options inside. Goes to Hudgens. Now over to O'Mara. O'Mara drives in. Shots back out to Crowe for three. It is good for Carter Crowe. 1:16 to go left in the first half. Kavion Hudson brings the ball to the left side. Gets a partial screen there from Cottle. Cottle now gets a hill drive in. Shots away. Off the rim, rebound there by Hudgens. Who goes to O'Mara. O'Mara now in the 3-on-1 fast break. Hill back up now has help. Goes to Hudgens for almost 4-3. Now he'll take the three. And it's short. Rebounded by McDonald, but it will go out. Goes off the hands there of Montgomery, and it will stay in favor of the Grizzlies. Subbing now for the Mountaineers, it will be Aaron Leak coming in for Tariq Miller, as well as Deere and Samples for McDonald and Hudgens. Minter also in the game for Cottle. Inbound here for Omar. He'll go to Krause, who's in under the bucket and scores there for the Grizzlies. Under a minute to go. 49-21. 28-point lead now for Franklin. Hudson brings the ball across half court. He's at the top. He'll take a jumper from just beyond the arc, just in front of the arc, and he'll be rebounded by Matt Krause. And he'll give it over to Samples. Samples now with the ball on the left side. And Franklin will take the 30-second timeout. Right now, leading the Grizzlies in scoring is the HCAC Player of the Week, Matt Krause. He's 4 for 6 from inside in the paint, 2 for 3 from beyond the arc, and a perfect 4 for 4 from the stripe. With 7 rebounds and 2 assists, he's looking to be on his way to a double-double tonight. Carter Crow, second in scoring. He's 4 from 5 from inside, but he's a perfect 3 for 3 from beyond the arc and 2 for 2 from the stripe. His only shot being that one miss inside. 4 rebounds, no fouls with 13 points. And Mitch O'Mara, Logan Hudgens, and Ty Wright all tied with 6 points apiece. Leading the Mountaineers is Tariq Miller. He's 2 for 6 from inside, 1 for 5 from beyond the arc, with 1 for 1 from the line, and 1 rebound, 2 assists, and 2 fouls. He's got 6 points. While Isaac Cottle, 2 for 6 from inside, 1 for 3 from beyond the arc, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 foul. He's got 5. While Kavion Hudson and Trey Minter have 4 apiece. Now out of the break, it will be Franklin ball on the inbound. And it'll be Krause inbounding it. He'll go over to Amar, who's going to now slowly cross into Franklin territory as about a 10-second gap between game and shot clock. 10 seconds now to go on the shot clock. O'Mara goes over to Matt Krause, who has to get around. Strong defense from Montgomery. He'll go to Ty Wright with 5 to go. Wright goes around over to O'Mara, but there will be a foul there, or a traveling call there, as it will go in possession of the Mountaineers with 10 seconds to go. As McDonald and Samples check now back into the game for the Grizzlies. Inbound will be done by Kavion Hudson. Hill will look for Trey Minter to make the last second shot with 10 seconds to go. Minter guarded by McDonald with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Now gets across half court, goes left side, drives in. Samples now drives in, goes inside, cuts away, and it's no good. And that will be the end of the first half. Franklin leads 49-21. Let's go to the first half stats. Franklin, 7 for 31 in the paint at a 54.8% clip, while 9 for 13 from beyond the arc, shooting 69.2%, and 6 for 6 perfect from the stripe on all their trips. Meanwhile, the Mountaineers, 9 for 33 from inside, their 27.3% field goal percentage, and they're 2 for 12 from beyond the arc with a 16.73 point percentage. But they're also perfect from the stripe in their 1 trip to the line. Franklin had 7 turnovers, 4 points off the turnover with 28 total rebounds, 7 offensive, 21 defensive rebounds, 12 assists, 1 steal, 6 fouls. Mountaineers, 4 turnovers, 8 points off the turnover, 10 total rebounds, 7 defensive, 3 offensive, 5 assists, 3 blocks, 4 steals, and 5 fouls. Franklin bench outscoring Berea 15-4. Also outscoring the Mountaineers and second chance points in the paint, 4-2 and 14-8 respectively, and Berea outscoring the Grizzlies on the fast break 11-9. Once again, leading scorer right now for the Grizzlies is Matt Krause. He's 4 for 6 from inside, 2 for 3 from beyond the arc, 4 for 4 from the line, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Look for him to pick up that double-double in the second half. And leading scorer for the Mountaineers is Tariq Miller, 2 for 6 from inside, 1 for 5 from outside, 1 for 1 on the line. His only trip, the team's only trip, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and 2 fouls. So we'll be back in about 13 minutes and 50 seconds, give or take. Once again, Grizzlies in the first game back home after their 2-game road stand are leading the Berea Mountaineers 49-21. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. And welcome back here once again to Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive. We are getting close to the start of second half action as the Grizzlies lead 49-21 going into this second half of play. Right now, leading the Grizzlies in scoring is the two-time HCAC Player of the Week, Matt Krause, with 14 points. Followed close behind by Carter Crow with 13, and Mitch O'Mara, Logan Hutchins, and Ty Wright with 6 apiece. Now onto the court, it looks like it's the starting 5 for both teams from the start of the game. Franklin gets it first, Ty Wright now go inside over there to Ryan Wiggins. Wiggins back over to Mitch O'Mara. O'Mara drives and shoots. Alternate rebound by Ty Wright, but Wright shoots, gets his own rebound. Trying to go to Ryan Wiggins, but stolen there by Tariq Miller. Miller now goes over to Isaac Cottle. Tariq Miller leads the Mountaineers in scoring right now with 6 points. Now to Trey Minter. Minter drives in, shots away, and it's good there for the first points of the second half. And that'll make the Grizzlies lead now a 26-point lead. Omar now at the ball. He'll come across half court, has Krause to his right, but we'll go to Wiggins to his left. Wiggins goes to Ty Wright, who will drive in. Shots away, and it's good there for Ty Wright. 28-point lead now for the Grizzlies. Cottle goes over to Tariq Miller. Miller at the top of the key. He'll go over to Tyler Boggs. Boggs over to Minter. Minter guarded by Wright. Now over to Cottle. Tariq Miller now on the left side goes back to Cottle. Cottle backs up. He's guarded there by Krause. Spins in, drives in, shots away, and it is good there for the Mountaineers and Cottle. Mitch O'Mara now with the ball. He'll come across half court at the top of the key. He'll go to Matt Krause. Krause over to Ty Wright. Wright goes right. And he'll go now over to Wiggins. Wiggins over to O'Mara. O'Mara guarded there by Minter. Gets a partial screen from Wiggins. Goes back over to Matt Krause. Fakes the 3. Goes back out to O'Mara for 3. Off the rim, rebounded there by Montgomery. Jarrell Montgomery goes now into Cottle, who drives in, shots away, and is fouled there by Hutchins. That'll be Hutchins' first foul of this. That'll be his second foul of the game, team's first of the half. Sub now on for the Grizzlies. It will be the return of Reggie McDonald. McDonald right now doesn't have a point yet to his name, but he does have 4 rebounds and 2 assists. He's 0 for 2 from inside. Cottle now at the line for 2, his first trip to the line. First away, and it's good. So Omar will now bring the ball across half court, guarded by Minter. He has Krause to his right, and he will go to Krause. Krause back inside for Omar, who shots away, and he will be fouled there by Minter. That will be Minter's second foul of the contest. And that will send Omar to the line for his first trip. He has 2. Omar sets up now for the first shot. Ball's away, and it's off the front of the rim. Mar now sets up for the second attempt. Shots away. In and out, rebounded there by no one, as it will be on Wiggins. That's his third, team's second, and he will come out of the game in foul trouble. It will see the return of Jacob Deere, the younger brother of TJ Deere. Inbound there to Montgomery. He'll now go over to Minter. Minter slowly brings the ball across half court. He'll now go to his right over to Cottle. Now back to Minter. Drives and shots away, and it's good there for Minter. It's starting getting hot. Minter, leading scorer for the Mountaineers in most of their games this season. He's been quiet so far in the first half, but now in the second half he's starting to show signs of life. Omar now goes over to Deere. Deere over to McDonald. Gets the screen from Deere. McDonald drives back to Deere for 3. Off the rim, rebounded there by Montgomery. Jarrell Montgomery drives it in on the right side. He'll go against McDonald, who will put a hand up there. Will go out of play off the hands of Deere, and it will stay in favor of the Mountaineers. Miller inbounds it there. He'll go to Cottle, but right back to Miller. Miller now over to Minter. Minter over to Miller. Now over to Montgomery. Looking inside for Boggs. He'll go out to Cottle. Cottle now drives in. Guarded by Matt Krause. Spins around. Shots away. And it's good there for Cottle. McDonald brings the ball across half court. He'll go inside to Deere. Deere back out to Ty Wright for three. And it's good there for Ty Wright. Now Berea back on the offense. Tariq Miller now goes over to Montgomery. Montgomery spins left. He'll go left. Goes back to Minter. Minter drives in. Back out to Montgomery. Guarded there by McDonald. Montgomery drives in on the right side. Shots away. And it's good there for Montgomery. 20-point lead now for the Grizzlies. McDonald brings the ball across half court. 16 and a half to go in the game. Goes to Krause. Now back over to McDonald. McDonald gets the screen from Krause. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ty Wright drives in back out to McDonald. Now drives in, goes for the jumper. Off the rim, rebounded by Cottle. And he'll go to Minter. Minter drives in over to Montgomery, shots away. And it's no good. Boggs tries to rebound, misses it. Gets the rebound on the second chance, misses that one as well. And he has it back up, and stole there by McDonald. McDonald now guarded by Cottle, now goes to his right side. Back over to O'Mara, who drives in, shots away. No good, rebounded there by Miller. Miller now on the fast break himself for the Mountaineers. He'll go to Cottle for three. Off the rim, rebounded there by McDonald. McDonald now goes to the Ty Wright. Fast break once again for the Grizzlies. Wright goes for his own three, but he will be fouled on the attempt by Montgomery and will go to the line for three shots. That's Jarrell Montgomery's first foul of the game. We will go to timeout. So with 15:48 to go in the game, Franklin leads by 20, 54-34 over Berea. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. Welcome back to Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. Back from the timeout, it will be Ty Wright at the line shooting three, as he was fouled there by Jarrell Montgomery prior to the timeout, as he was shooting a three attempt on a fast break. So Wright sets up for his first shot. His shot is away, and it's good there for Ty Wright. This is Wright's first trip to the stripe tonight, and he right now is 1 for 1. Right now gets ready again for his second of three. Shots away, and it's off the rim there. He's now 1 for 2. Right now sets up for his third shot. Shots away, and it's good there for Ty Wright. 2 for 3 now on that trip. Now he'll make him 2 for 3 in the game from the stripe. Minter now the ball at the top. He's guarded by McDonald. Minter loses it there. McDonald trying to go for the steal there. Minter looks for options. He'll drive in and will be fouled there by McDonald. That is McDonald's first foul of the game, and that will be the team's third of the half. Inbound here by Minter, looking for options. Goes long over there to Tariq Miller. Miller now guarded by Omar, and he'll go to Cottle. Cottle drives in, guarded by Carter Crow, who's had a great night so far, as He will pick up the and one. Carter Crowe, great night tonight so far. His only missed shot coming on a one attempt inside the paint. He's perfect from beyond the arc and from the stripe. So Jacob Deere will pick up his first foul of the game, team's fourth, and that will send call to the line for the and one. Berea has no one near the bucket as they're getting ready for the fast break. And Cottle makes it. So Ty Wright inbounds over to McDonald. Guarded by two. Berea player tries to get around him. Has to find an option. Spins around. Timeout Franklin. And we will also take timeout once again with them. It's 15-19 to go in the game. Franklin up 56-37. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubler Automotive Group. Welcome back once again to Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubler Automotive Group. Before the timeout, Franklin was being guarded on the full court press by the Mountaineers. Looks like the Mountaineers trying to employ that once again. McDonald could not get past Minter, so O'Mara called a timeout. And McDonald will inbound. He'll go to O'Mara, and Berea will back off. O'Mara now will bring the ball across half court. Guarded by Minter, gets the screen from Ty Wright. He'll drive in, but it will be a foul on Ty Wright. As I said, that is going to be a foul for an illegal screen. That will be his third, team's fifth. And Keegan Hudson lets the ball roll, but as he picks up, he'll go over to Minter. Minter guarded by McDonald, spins around, drives in. No good there, rebounded by Deere. He'll now go to McDonald. McDonald on the fast break has Crowe right side. Goes inside for O'Mara, who shots away, and it's good for Mitch O'Mara. Stolen there by McDonald off the pass there, but he loses it. He had no help. Stolen almost again by O'Mara, by McDonald again. Now Minter will have it for the Mountaineers. He loses it, but will be fouled by, I believe, McDonald. That's his second, team's sixth. Krause now checks back into the game for Deere. Inbound there to Hudson. Hudson has screens on both sides. He'll go left over to Miller. Now goes to Cottle. Cottle guarded by Ty Wright for a long shot. Off the rim, rebound there by Matt Krause. McDonald goes left side, shots away, and it's good! There will be no shot there. There's a foul. And it's going to be on Carter Crowe. That's his first. Team's seventh. Sub-checking into the game for Berea. It looks like it will be Aaron Leake and Thomas Spencer coming into the game for Caden Twig. And Isaac Cottle with one sub still waiting to come into the game for Tariq Miller. Miller lines up for this first shot. Shots away, and it's good. Now he'll prep for the second one. Shots away. Off the rim, and it will be good. Sub checking into the game for the Mountaineers. It will be the return of Jarrell Montgomery for Tariq Miller. Inbound here by Ty Wright. Berea back to the full court defense. Omar will go to Carter Crow. Crow drives in, guarded by Spencer, backs out to Ty Wright, but he loses there. Picked up by Spencer, who will pick up the steal. Montgomery now at the ball. 60-39 in favor of the Grizzlies with 14:05 to go. Spencer for a long three with Matt Krause in his face, and he will make it. Nothing but net. 60-42. McDonald with the ball by himself goes over to Crow. Crow now goes over to Ty Wright. Wright drives in, loses it once again as it's stolen there by Spencer, but it will go over to Montgomery. Montgomery drives in over to Twiggs. Shots away, no good. Blocked there by McDonald. Crow now goes to O'Mara. O'Mara goes to Wright. Wright doesn't lose it this time, and he will make that one and make it a 20-point lead now with 13.5 to go in the game. Hudson with the hill now go inside, guarded by Omar. Spins around, shots away. Good there for Hudson. Krause to inbound, he'll go to McDonald. 13-18 to go in the game. McDonald now has the ball, he'll look for options, slows down, goes to Omar. Now over to Krause. Krause on the far right side goes to Crow. Thought about a three, now he'll drive in. Shots away. Good there for Carter Crow. 64-44. Back to a 20-point lead for the Grizzlies. Montgomery guarded by Wright. Montgomery drives in, spins around, loses it, but will go down. And it's going to be a foul on Ty Wright. Montgomery fell down. He's already been warned once tonight for flopping. Could have been another opportunity there for another one. But Wright will pick up his fourth foul tonight and will come out as Cody Samples. And it looks like Logan Hudgens come back into the game. Jarrell Montgomery now to the line. First shots away. No good. Rebound by Matt Krause. Almost gets the ball away by Minter, but Krause will go over to McDonald. McDonald covered. Will go inside to Samples, who backs out. Saved it from going traveling, too. Samples now drives in. No good. Rebounded there by Spencer. Spencer now goes to Montgomery. Montgomery over to Minter. Minter for a three. No good. Rebounded by Samples. Samples now with the ball by himself. He'll go. His help to the left. McDonald to the right. Now goes to Crow. Crow drives in. Back to McDonald for the shot, and it's good! 12:25 to go, 22-point lead for the Grizzlies. Montgomery brings the ball back across half court, now goes back to Hudson. Hudson back over to Montgomery. On the right, Hudson now at the top. Has help both sides, goes back to Montgomery. Montgomery drives in, guarded by Hudgens, shots away, no good, rebounded by Matt Krause. And Montgomery pounds the wall in anger. Krause now goes over to McDonald. McDonald on the right side. Goes between the legs now back up to the top of the key and now to the left with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Gets double screens there from Hudgens and Krause. Drives in, backs out for Samples. Samples now drives in, backs out himself as he's guarded there by Leak. Inside, stolen there by Minter as Samples was going for, it looked like McDonald. Leak with it now. Goes outside for Minter for a long three. No good, and it will go out of play and become Grizzly basketball. Cottle and Miller into the game for Berea, as well as Omar for Franklin, and there will be a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 11:32 to go in the game. It's 66-44 in favor of the Grizzlies. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubler Automotive Group. And we're back here on Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. Now coming out of the timeout, Franklin up 22 points on the Mountaineers of Berea, looking to go 6-2 to start the season out. And to get their first win at home this season. Krause will now inbound it. He'll go to Reggie McDonald, who has Mitch O'Mara to assist. O'Mara now bring the ball across half court. O'Mara looking for options. He doesn't have a lot right now. Goes over to McDonald. McDonald has Krause and O'Mara in his close proximity, but we'll go to Carter Crow, who came up. Crow back to Krause, who drives in. Lose it there, McDonald. But there will be a foul on Matt Krause, as he'll be called for charging as he hit Isaac Cottle as he went for the shot. And Coach Brian Leibowitz not happy on the call, but he's showing his unhappiness, but with a little bit of a laughter there. So player zooms, Cottle has the ball, he'll drive in, shots away, no good, but he will be fouled there by Hudgens. Franklin's now picked up 10 fouls in this half, and that will send Isaac Cottle to the line. Cottle right now is perfect from his trips to the line. He's 2 for 2. Sets up for the first shot. Shot is away, and it is no good. New sub into the game for Franklin. It's a new face on the floor, as it will be the 6'1 freshman from Indianapolis, Indiana, graduate of Covenant Christian High School, number 3, Trey Flatt. He has checked into the game for Hudgens. Shots away there for Cottle, no good. He's 0 for 2 on that trip, and Krause will pick up the rebound, and we'll go now to O'Mara. O'Mara left side, has McDonald, has Crow. McDonald back to O'Mara. He now calls Flatt up. Goes over to Flatt. Flatt now right side, goes back to O'Mara. Inside for Crow. Crow back out to Krause for 3, and it's good for Matt Krause. Montgomery now with it. He's on the left side. He'll go over to Leak. Drives in, spins around, goes out to Montgomery again for 3 himself. And it'll be short. Goes out of play. Will be Franklin ball with 10:25 to go. Coach Leibowitz directing his men on the floor to try and hold on to this lead as they lead 69-44. O'Mara now brings the ball across the left side. He has Flatt for help on his left. And to his right, Carter Crow in front. McDonald, and far to the right, Krause. He'll go to Crow, now to Flatt. Flatt got the screen from Carter. He'll drive in, goes back out, trying to go for O'Mara, but they weren't on the same page there. Ball goes out of play. Subs now into the game for the Mountaineers. It will be Kavion Hudson, Trey Minter, and Tyler Ball coming back onto the court for Berea. And we will be back to almost the starting 5 from the beginning of the game, with the lone exception being Jarrell Montgomery not on the floor. He's been replaced right now by Hudson. Shots away by Hudson. He makes it. And it will be 69-46 now in favor of the Grizzlies. McDonald guarded by 2 Mountaineers. He'll go to Krause now. Krause has options, but we'll hold on to it for a second with 22 seconds on the shot clock. Back to McDonald on the far left, here on the left side, up near the top of the offensive zone. Now backs up, drives in, shots away. No good rebound, almost by McDonald, but he will pick it back up himself. And they will put 8 seconds on the shot clock as McDonald's shot did not touch the rim to reset the shot clock. So Franklin will only have, correction, it'll be only 9 seconds now as the official changes his mind to get a playoff here before shot clock violation. Now the shot clock says 8 seconds, so they'll only have 8 seconds. O'Mara, jumper, off the rim. That should reset the shot clock, but it will be rebounded by Hudson. Hudson drives down. It's a 4-on-5. Hudson drives in, shots away. Good there by Kavion Hudson. Inbound to Krause and back to O'Mara. O'Mara on the right side. He has Krause to his left, McDonald to his far left. He'll go to Krause. Krause goes to McDonald, tries to put a screen there for him. He will set up a screen, though. McDonald goes right. Now gets a screen from Krause. Stays left. Gets another screen from Krause. Drives in. Behind the back, and it's good there by Reggie McDonald. 71-48 in favor of the Grizzlies with 8:49 to go in the contest. Hudson will go over to Cottle. He's guarded by Flatt. Cottle goes now on the left side. He'll go over to Miller. Miller for a long three. And it's in and out, rebounded by McDonald. McDonald on the fast break has Crow and Omar for help. Drives in, shots away, no good. Rebounded there by Miller as Krause was flying in, look for the dunk. Miller outside to Cottle, shots away. In and out, rebounded by McDonald. But there will be a stoppage of play, and it will be a flop warning on Flatt. As Ty Wright and Ryan Wiggins come back in the game for McDonald and correction, it'll be for O'Mara and Crow. And Krause will inbound it to McDonald. Now back over to Krause. Inside for Wiggins. Wiggins looking for options. He has Ty Wright left. He'll go to Ty Wright. Wright now drives in, steps back. Thought for a three, goes back to Wiggins. Now trying to go inside for Wright with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Krause to Wright, inside for Wiggins. 4 seconds, 3, 2 shots away, but it won't count as Boggs was already being called for the foul before the shot was away. And we will have a media timeout now with 7:56 to go in the game. Franklin leads 71-48. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. And we're back here once again on Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. 7:56 to go here in the contest. Franklin to go 6-2 and get their first win at home this season, up on the Mountaineers, 71-48. McDonald inbounds there to Wiggins. Wiggins goes back to Ty Wright for three, and it's good for Ty Wright as he puts the three in the air. Hudson now has the ball. He'll off the inbound. He will go right now, goes to the top. Hudson, guarded by Wright, looking to go to Cottle. Cottle with the now on the left side. Cottle guarded by Flatt and goes back to Hudson. Hudson shoots the three off the rim. Rebound there by Wiggins. Wiggins go to McDonald. 7:26 to go in the contest. McDonald has Wiggins and Krause to his left and right, respectively. Krause goes to right, now goes to Wiggins on the left side. Wiggins spins inside. Steps back, drives in, shots away, and it's in there for Ryan Wiggins. 7:04 left to go in the basketball contest as Hudson now goes over to Cottle. Cottle drives in, goes around Wiggins, shots away, and it's good there for Cottle. Some fancy footwork to get around Wiggins. McDonald now with it. 26-point lead for the Grizzlies. Once they gained the lead around halfway in the first half, they have not let up. Right goes to Krause, who goes back to right. Now to McDonald to Flatt on the right side. Flatt looking for options. He goes inside to Wiggins. Wiggins spins around, back out to Krause, who gets fouled there hard. It looks like Cottle. As Krause on going for the shot, Cottle came flying in. Krause ducked down. Cottle hit his back and went down face first, while Krause went down back first. Twiggs and Montgomery back in the game for Cottle and Boggs. Cottle did pick up the foul on that as well, as Krause will come over to inbound it for the Grizzlies. And he will go to McDonald with 6.5 to go. Right now they'll go to Krause, looking back at the play again, back to right. He has Flatt, ISO'd over on the right side. McDonald drives in, backs out to right. Right drives in, back to Krause. Krause around the side, he'll drive in. Bounces off one, but misses the shot there, rebounded by Hudson. Hudson down the fast break, guarded by Ty Wright. Steps in, pushes in. Shots away, no good. Rebounded there by McDonald as Twiggs tried to get it, but he didn't get both hands. Wright drives in, spins around. Shots away, rebound by Krause, who spins around himself. Shots away, that time good on the second chance. Points by Matt Krause. 5:50 to go. Montgomery on the far left side. He'll drive in, guarded by Flatt. Montgomery now out to Minter. Minter guarded by McDonald, drives in, shots away, and it's good there for Trey Minter. 5:38 to go, 78-52 in favor of the Grizzlies. McDonald with it now across half court. McDonald looking for options. He has Krause. He will go to Krause. Guarded there by Minter now. Krause now goes left side over to Ty Wright. Right inside for Wiggins. Wiggins on the left by the HCAC logo. Now goes right side over to McDonald, but it'll lose it, and it will be Berea basketball. As they said, the last person to touch it was Wiggins. Sub now into the game for the Mountaineers. It will be Thomas Spencer's return onto the court. He will come in for Tariq Miller, probably give him a breather before the final stanza. Montgomery to inbound it for the Mountaineers. He's guarded. He'll give it to Kavion Hudson, who is guarded there by Trey Flatt. Hudson now goes to Minter for a long three, which will be off the rim, rebounded there by Krause. Krause with the double-double tonight right now. He's got 19 points, 12 rebounds. Only one close one right now. Reggie McDonald with one more rebound and 4 more points will pick up his double-double tonight. So Ty right now that he will go right side, drives in. Will not get it though because he traveled as he was bumped out. Took an extra step. Sub into the game. Cottle comes back in for Hudson. Now Minter will bring the ball across half court. He'll go right, now goes to the left. Minter drives in. Stolen there though, picked out by McDonald, and Ty Wright will pick it up. So the steal will go to Wright. Right shot is away, and it's good there for Ty Wright. That's 80 points now for the Grizzlies with 4.5 to go. Cottle drives in, he'll go back, out for options, he'll go for Minter. Minter drives in, shots away, blocked there by Wiggins, rebounded by Krause. Now McDonald, 9 rebounds, 6 points, drives in, shots away, no good rebound by Krause, who slams it in on the second chance points. And he puts his hands up to raise the roof as the Grizzlies have a 30-point lead now. Montgomery outside to Spencer, long three all alone, misses it. Rebounded by Matt Krause, who keeps it inbound, goes to McDonald with 3:57 to go in the game. Timeout by Franklin. We will have a full-on substitution for the Grizzlies. It looks like it will be, if I can get a guess here, we're going 6'5" sophomore from Boonville, Indiana, number 44, Hunter Bruce. The 6'2" sophomore from Indianapolis, Indiana, graduate of Pike, number 21, Jalen Love. The 6'5" freshman from Shoals, Indiana, number 42, Reese Sherrill. The 6'7" junior from Sweetser, Indiana, and Oak Hill High School, number 35, David Ahrens. And the 6' sophomore from Clayton, Indiana, and graduate of Cascade High School, number 13, Mason Tharp. So an all-new lineup now on the floor for the Grizzlies as they are now up 30 points. We'll see what these young players can do here in this situation. Meanwhile, for Berea, it looks like we'll be keeping the same players on the floor. It looks like it is Montgomery, Leak, Miller, Spencer, and Twiggs will be on the floor for the Mountaineers. So, new starting 5, new players to get on the stat sheet tonight. If Matt Krause's night is tonight, he will have a double-double. 7 for 10 inside, 3 for 4 from beyond the arc, 4 for 4 from the stripe with 16 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 foul. 21 points. Ty Wright has 20, 7 for 8 from the inside, 4 for 4 from beyond the arc, 2 for 3 from the stripe, but he will not get a double-double. And Carter Crowe, 15 points. He's been near perfect. He's been perfect all the way except for one shot. 15 points on the night for him. So, Franklin now in possession. It will be Tharp driving in. He will shoot and won't make that one as it's rebounded there by no one, but we picked up by Aarons, who goes far outside to Sherrill. Back to Sherrill for 3. And on the rim, rebounded by rebound there by Miller. Miller now brings the ball slowly, under 3.5 to go. Miller now goes over to Twiggs. Twiggs drives in, over to Spencer, shots away on the jumper, and it's good. 28-point lead now for the Grizzlies. So Tharp now with it on the right side. He has help from Bruce. Gets the screen there, though, by Aarons. Goes out, blocked there by Spencer. Spencer will try and get around him now. Drives in, has Bruce to block, and will make the shot there. That will be Thomas Spencer. Now Jalen Love with the long sleeves comes down the court. He spins around, keeps possession on the left side. We'll get the screen there from Sherrill. Drives in though, Love shoots and scores his first basket of the night. Now Aaron Leakley, he'll drive in, guarded there by Tharp. Drives in, shots away, good there by Leak. Love now with it once again on the left side. He has help inside. That is Aarons. Aarons shots in, but will be fouled there. And that's going to be on Jarrell Montgomery. That is his second, 5th foul for the Mountaineers. And that will send David Aarons to the line for his first trip. Aaron's first shot sets up and away. Off the rim, no good. 0 for 1 from the stripe now. As subs coming on for Berea, it will be the first appearance of the 6-foot freshman from Birmingham, Alabama, number 31, John Stanford, as well as a 6-foot freshman from Louisville, Kentucky, number 30, Eden High. They're on for Montgomery and Miller. Under 2.5 to go here. Aaron sets up for a second shot. Shot is away, and it's good there. 1 for 2 from the line, but that's his first bucket of the night. So, looks like that is Leak. He'll go over to High. High at the top, he'll now go to Spencer. Now over there to, it looks like Twiggs. Twiggs drives in, back out to Stanford. In and out, rebounded by Aarons. He'll now go to Jalen Love. Love now on the left side. He'll go in. Now goes to Aarons. Aarons for 3. Off the rim. Rebounded by Jalen Love. Needs help there. And he will be fouled by Eden High. He'll pick up his first, team's 6th. Aarons to inbound, he'll go over there to Tharp. Tharp looking for options, he has Love to his right, but he will bring over Sherrill. Inside for Aarons. Aarons will back up, goes in, shoots and scores! David Aarons, the 6'7" junior from Sweetster, getting another bucket there for the Grizzlies. Now High with it on the right side. He will go over to, it looks like, Twiggs. Shots away, no good, gets his own rebound. Yes, he will get his own rebound, drives in once again. No good. He won't make it that time, but the foul will come on Hunter Bruce, his first. So that will send the line, Twiggs to the line for his first shot, as we will have a sub coming on for Bruce. It is a 6-foot freshman from Indianapolis, Indiana, graduate of Decatur Central, number 32, Ryan Bostick. Shots away, no good there by Twiggs. And it will be Tharp with it, with Aaron and Love, and Bostick to assist with Sherrill on the outside, waiting in the corner. Tharp goes over to Bostick. Bostick back to Tharp. Tharp drives in, loses there. Tharp shots away, no good. Rebounded there by Twiggs. Twiggs drives in, he goes over to High. High shots away, Love looking for a block, and it's good, but there's no foul. So the shot's good. Now under a minute to go. Tharp now on the right side. He looks for options, has Love. Will go to Love. Love now on the in between the corner and the top of the key. Goes over to Bostic. He goes inside for Aaron's. Aaron shots away, no good. Rebounded there by, it looked like Stanford, to Spencer, who drives in and shoots, scores. 87-64. Clock being reset to 34-6. As it looks like that is Sherrill with it, and he will be content letting the clock run down. It is about a 4-second gap between game and shot clock. As we're now down to 15 on the shot clock. Tharp, and hold on for the last shot. 10 seconds on the shot clock now, 13 on the game clock. Tharp still with it, he'll hold on. They might take the shot clock violation. And Franklin will take the shot clock violation. Give Berea the ball back with 4.2 to go as they are up 87-64. So Franklin will go 6-2 in competition and will get their first win at home as Berea will be content to just let it run out. And that's in the game. Grizzlies win 87-64. Let's go to the post-game stats. Franklin 33 for 63. From inside, they are shooting at 52.4%. 12 for 19 from beyond the arc with a three-point field goal percentage of 63.2, and 9 for 13 from the stripe, shooting 69.2%. Meanwhile, for the Mountaineers, they are 28 of 72 from inside at 38.9%. 3 for 24 outside the arc, 12.5% three-point percentage, and 5 for 9 from the line, 55.6%. Franklin, 17 turnovers, 6 points on the turnovers, 51 total rebounds, 40 defensive, 11 offensive, 17 assists, 3 steals, 17 fouls. Meanwhile for Berea, they had 6 turnovers, 15 points off the turnover, 27 total rebounds, 20 defensive, 7 offensive, 11 assists, 3 blocks, 8 steals, 11 fouls. Franklin's bench outscores Berea 28-25, outscored them in second chance points 8-6. But Berea outscores the Grizzlies 42-38 in the paint and 24-19 on the fast break. Top scorer tonight for the Grizzlies is, surprise, surprise, the HCAC Player of the Week, Matt Krause. He was 7 for 10 inside the paint, 3 for 4 from beyond the arc, and a perfect 4 for 4 from the line with 16 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 foul, 21 points. He got himself a double-double tonight. But also playing well tonight, Carter Crow. He was perfect all the way up to 1 field goal. Had he made that 1 shot, he would have been a perfect 6 for 6 inside, but instead he's a 5 for 6, but he is a perfect 3 for 3 from the three-point line and 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Ty Wright also scored 20 points for the Grizzlies, 7 for 8 inside, 4 for 4 from beyond the arc, 2 for 3 from the free throw line with 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 fouls. Ray McDonald very close to his own double-double. He was 4 points short at 6 points, all from inside the paint, but he had 9 rebounds. Meanwhile, Isaac Cottle, leading scorer for the Mountaineers. He was 7 for 14 inside and 1 for 6 outside and 2 for 4 from the stripe. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 fouls, 17 points. And Kevion Hudson and Trey Minter, 10 each on the night. 3 stars of the game. First star will go to Carter Crow with that almost perfect game. He had 5 for 6. Again, 15 points. Second star, Isaac Cottle, leading scorer for the Berea Mountaineers, 17 points on the night. And first star of the game, HCAC Player of the Week, once again, Matt Krause with 21 points and the double-double tonight. So once again, Franklin pick up their first win at home. They are now 1-2 at home, but will advance to a 6-2 record on the season with their perfect streak on the road still there. They're currently 4-1 in the month of December with 2 games left. Their next game will be on the road against technically considers the home team against Albion, but they will be at the Wittenberg tournament in Springfield, Ohio. That game will be at 4:30. The next time the Grizzlies will be in action will be on New Year's Day against visiting Earlham in their 4th conference game of the year. Right now, they are 2-1 in the conference. We'll get early test against Earlham to begin the year. Then they'll be at home again versus the Engineers of Roseholmen on the 5th. Then on the road at Anderson. We'll be getting into the meat of the HCAC conference schedule in the month of January. 9 games for them at home, 5 on the road. But then the month of February, that'll be transferred over with 4 games at home against Transylvania, Anderson, Hanover, and Mount St. Joseph, and 2 on the road versus Bluffton and Rose to see if the Grizzlies can get another HCAC regular season title in a good spot to go back-to-back as tournament champions in Coach Lewitz's second year at the team. So once again, the final score of this game is Grizzlies 87, Mountaineers 64. You've been watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hewlett Automotive Group. My name is Brandon Barger saying good night and go Grizzlies.